What is ClickUp and what can you use it for? Chances are you've seen one of the many advertisements about ClickUp telling you it's the one tool for all your business needs. But what does that mean? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. What is ClickUp and what can you use it for? Hi everybody, I'm Yvonne Heimann with AskEvie.com and I'm a business efficiency consultant for digital entrepreneurs. And I've consulted, trained, made videos about it, coached on it, and used ClickUp since 2018, so quite a while. And with ClickUp now having raised their B-Series funding and marketing being everywhere, the questions keep coming in of what is ClickUp? Evie, you are doing these videos, but what is ClickUp? What can I actually use it for? What tools can I replace with? What is it actually good for? So let's dive right in and look at what ClickUp is, what tools we can replace with, and all the other things that you're probably going to be asking yourself right now. Let's start in the beginning. ClickUp is a task and project management tool. Now that's a whole bunch of English words right there. You might have seen Trello or Asana. Those are task and project management tools. Tools that help you get stuff done. So let's dive right in there. Trello, for example, has the issue of you have all this visual layout, but you have a board for a board for a board for a board to get those big picture views, which is a really big letdown for a lot of people in my community that switched from Trello to ClickUp. There's your reason number one why you should move from Trello to ClickUp. Other people in my community and online that have reached out to me have been using a combination of Asana and Airtable for their task management and then for their asset management. Now they are on ClickUp, managing their tasks on ClickUp, as well as their assets. They just skipped one tool. And the additional charges for that too. The other tool you can replace in the sector of project management is Jira. One of my Discord community members just did a huge move with his whole team, leaving Jira and going into ClickUp. Yes, that's possible too. So anywhere from small task and project management to big one, many of them have moved over to ClickUp simply because they can also replace other tools alongside this move and have found way better capabilities and possibilities to manage their team efficiently within ClickUp. So what other tools can you replace? What are you talking about? We talked about the project management piece that ClickUp offers you. That is like the first thing that everybody always talks about. But there is even more. We already talked about asset management. A lot of my clients have replaced Airtable with it. And if you look right here on my screen, this is a common Airtable setup where we are collecting content within Airtable. And we internally here at AskEvie have used this setup in the past where I was preaching, manage your tasks in ClickUp and do your content creation and that asset management in Airtable. We have successfully, internally as well as for clients, replaced all our Airtable setups and moved them into ClickUp. Because of ClickUp's versatility, it has allowed us to not only have actionable tasks in there, but also have setups in there for asset management where we are collecting all of this content and building a database. Yes, that's possible too. So even if you are not using Airtable, if you are using Excel spreadsheets for something like this type of data collection, you now can build that within ClickUp and replace an additional tool. But it doesn't stop there. ClickUp can even replace certain types of document tools. Notion. When you look at Notion's homepage, it shows you a standard SOP or standard operating procedure setup right in Notion where you really collect all of the data and all of the standard operating procedures for your company. Now we have successfully again replaced a lot of Notion setups within ClickUp. And the nice thing is it is all in one place. So not only do we have again our active tasks within ClickUp where Notion falls a little bit short in my opinion with the actual task management being able to automate things and actionable do something in here, but also the database piece that Notion is so great at. We've replaced that in ClickUp. And if you have your standard operating procedures in Google Documents where we used to have them, I have to admit, ClickUp documents and their structure and being able to go from big picture to small picture has been so much nicer and so much more fluid and efficient than Google Docs has been for us in the past. So again, putting things all into one bucket and simply just making it easy for our team to work straight up in ClickUp and eliminate the thousands and thousands of clicks that we have to do every single day. But not only that, yes, it doesn't stop. Mind mapping tools. Now, there is a little bit of difference here. Let's clarify this. Mind mapping within ClickUp actually works with the ClickUp structure. So when you mind map in ClickUp, you can build the full-on hierarchy how your ClickUp is going to look like. So those pieces are straight up connected to your spaces, your folders, your lists, your tasks, all the things. That's what mind mapping is in ClickUp. ClickUp also has whiteboarding, which can replace your flowchart and mind mapping tools like Miro or Whimsical. If you look at some of the Miro setups, I just pulled up a little startup template right here in Miro where you are trying to figure out a workflow, where things are going, how you connect them. You can easily recreate something like that within ClickUp. And the nice advantage is you can also connect and link documents and tasks and websites right in ClickUp's whiteboard feature. So how many tools did we already potentially replace? I stopped counting. Now, on top of all of these tools that we potentially already replaced, ClickUp has additional features that have made it so much more attractive to my clients than any other tool. Dashboards. Dashboards in ClickUp allow you to custom build a lot of things, like client dashboards. You might have heard about Dubsado. I do not want to replace Dubsado yet. We don't have internal invoicing and all of that stuff. So yes, we are still using Dubsado. But if you have seen a Dubsado client dashboard where they can see all of their files and the tasks they need to do, the workflows that are happening, where we are in the process of everything. Now those dashboards are possible in ClickUp. And even more, you can build time management dashboards, team management dashboards, sprint dashboards, which by the way, we're going to be talking about. So you might want to subscribe because all of this is coming in depth to my channel too. Dashboards are pretty much limited by your imagination. We have built a lot of different dashboards. You just need to know what data points you want to showcase. And last but not least, one of, in my opinion, the biggest advantages ever in ClickUp is custom views. I just started working with a client that is moving from Asana to ClickUp. I already mentioned before Trello, the truncated and you can't see the big picture. Now, a lot of that is also happening in certain setups in Asana where he has double and triple and made subtasks to subtasks to subtasks just to be able to truncate it how he wanted to have it. Now in ClickUp, as long as you know what you want to see, you can grab bits and pieces and lists and folders and by assignee and by due dates and grab everything you need and sort it by that. Between location filters and assignee filters and sorting by due date and sorting by custom fields and only show me stuff that's in this status and in this stage, the possibilities in custom views are endless. And the advantage is you do not have to duplicate anything. You don't have to link anything. You are just going into your everything view in ClickUp and you are picking and choosing what you want to see. As I mentioned, as you can tell, one of my favorite features in ClickUp because the sky is the limit within custom views in ClickUp. Now that we had the short rundown on all the things that ClickUp is and all the tools that you potentially can replace with ClickUp, you ready? You ready to switch? Now we need to figure out though, what's the right plan for you? So I got a video for you that walks you through the pricing structure of ClickUp. Start with a free account, go play around. ClickUp is gonna complain at you to upgrade whenever you run into the limits, but go watch the video so you know which plan you're gonna need to be able to build what kind of level of ClickUp setup you would like to have the features you need, maybe save a little bit of money with a ClickUp cost estimator in that video too. So go check it out. And if you haven't done so yet, go subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.